You know, we had President Trump address the nation, and we also heard what Nancy Pelosi had said prior to that. And what she said is, President Trump wants to make America white again. So let's break down the pieces of the puzzle. The DNC, well, Joe Perez, what is he? I think he's Hispanic. Huh? He's Hispanic. So they pick this guy to head up the DNC because he's Hispanic. So they want to try to get the Hispanic vote. Then they go ahead and they pick a Muslim, African-American Muslim, Keith Ellison, and they make him co-chair. They've never had a co-chair before, but they figure, hey, look, we'll put Keith in, he'll pull the black vote, and he'll pull the Muslim vote. And then you got Pelosi on her bandwagon saying that Trump wants to make America white again. And she blames the rich whites. Well, she happens to be one of them, but let's not worry about that right now. And what do? Well, they pick someone to follow President Trump's State of the Union address. And what do they pick? Well, they pick an incredibly wealthy white guy who probably never had to figure out where his next meal was coming from, never had to figure out how to pay the rent, never had to figure out much of anything. He's a Kennedy. They picked Joe Kennedy to follow President Trump. Don't you think that Joe Kennedy is one of those rich white guys? Huh? So what did Kennedy do? Well, what he did is he threw out some Spanish words. We're with you! In Spanish. I don't know how to do it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Do you think that Kennedy gives a damn about some Mexican? Huh? The only Mexicans that he's ever been around are those that look after his garden and his house, I guess. The thing's a complete joke. It just shows you how out of touch with reality and how desperate the Democrats are. Again, they picked Tom Perez, a Mexican, Hispanic. Get the Hispanic vote. Keith Ellison, an African-American Muslim, to get the black vote and the Muslim vote. And then they screw it all up with a white rich kid who tries to temper it down. We're with you! We're with you! Do you really think that Joe Kennedy gives a squat about Mexicans? Huh? I'll tell you what, these people are dumber than hell because they're so stupid. You know, they try to do all the right thing and it blows up in their stupid faces. I mean, does that make any sense to you? Because it makes less than 0 sense to me. You know? And they're trying to temper it down by having them throw a few Spanish phrases out. I bet you before they tutored him to say what he said, the only thing he could say in Spanish is taco. Absolutely, completely, and totally insane. Like I said, you know, what should happen is President Trump should have them take the same test he took, a cognitive test. You get rid of people like Nancy Pelosi. Impeach 45! Impeach 45! Maxine Waters, and a whole lot more. That's sort of what I think. Let me know what you think. Thanks for listening.